Hi there, I'm Gary. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This is Monday Matters. On the show this week, I'll be looking at the news and views from around the model making world. I'll be looking at what's on the bench and what's happening to the channel. And of course, I'll be announcing this week's kit of the week. Now, if you enjoy the program, and I hope you do, please remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It doesn't cost anything. All you have to do is click on that small logo down in the bottom right corner of the screen. If you'd like to support future productions, you can do that through Buy Me a Coffee and through Patreon. Links to both of these are in the information box below. You'll also notice now that my videos have super thanks activated. That's just next to the thumbs up symbol down there if you want to recognize a particular video rather than the whole of the channel. Okay, well, let's get on then and have a look at the news from the model making world. The first thing to mention this week is that Airfix are giving a 20% discount on all items in stock to club members until the 5th of June. This is, of course, twice the discount you normally get. It might tip the balance on club membership if you've got a load of things you need to add to your stash. Be aware, though, this only applies to items in stock, so it doesn't include the new 124th Spitfire 9, the new 148th Buccaneer, or the new 148th Avro Anson. Make sure you check on prices and compare with your local store or online to see if the 20% really works for you, and don't forget to include postage where necessary. Speaking of Airfix, we do wonder when their Austin K2i ambulance might actually make it to the shelves. It's currently slated for the summer. Some test frame assemblies have been seen. This one might suggest some fit issues are still there. And there have been some sprues photographed, including this shot of the transparencies with a photo etch sheet. Is this something we might see in aircraft too in the future? Anyway, there are going to be 4 colour schemes, including the one famously driven by the then Princess Elizabeth during the war. I would say that Airfix need to get their skates on though, as Gecko is already touting a release of the same vehicle in desert colours, and the Queen's Katie as well. Takom has announced a new tool of the VK100 Mammut. This is supposedly a new tool, but it's very similar to their 2020 mouse range. I think it might be closer to a new parts issue than an entirely new tool. A stranger vehicle altogether is the new Red Iron Models 1/24th scale kit of the Soviet Lunokhod 1 moon rover. Flown to the moon in 1970, it was intended to operate for 3 months, but survived for over 300 days and travelled a total of 10.5 kilometres. Into aviation, and another month, another KP model, this time the rather unusual Avia B3 Bull. To me, something that looks like it needed an upper wing as well. Of course, this being KP, they've released it in 3 different box options. Ukraine-based Rosen are growing their 1/144th range with a good-looking kit of the Convair NB-36 nuclear power research aircraft. This carried a nuclear reactor intended to power long-endurance bombers and was a modification of the B-36 Peacemaker, already the subject of 2 kits from 2020 and 2021. I'm very tempted by this one. Also being released is a new tool of the RC-135V rivet joint signals intelligence aircraft, so many of which are flying around on the borders of Ukraine. Sadly, this was the last cover art painted by Valery Grigoryenko before he was killed recently during shelling around Kyiv. On the bench, I've been making the really quite disappointing F-18 Top Gun Maverick tie-in kit from Airfix. Disappointing in that it's the wrong F-18, a Model A Hornet instead of a Model E Super Hornet, and a fairly poor tooling from 1982 at that. What it did do was make me want to build the Revell equivalent Top Gun Maverick tie-in, as that's a proper FA-18E. Still, making poor kits sometimes makes us value the good ones even more. Back to the channel itself now, and as I mentioned earlier, we now have the option of super thanks as a way to support future productions on this channel. Remember, this is my job, it's not a hobby, this is what I do for a living, so anything you guys help with really is appreciated. Super thanks allows you to mark your thanks for a specific video rather than the channel as a whole, and that will help me see what people like and don't like, and that helps me develop the content on the channel, so everyone ultimately is a winner. Okay, well worth looking into. More information is on the YouTube website. Okay, well, all that done, let's get on to announcing the kit of the week. And this week it's a bit of an oddity, but it's an interesting kit nonetheless. It's the Miles Messenger Mark 1 in 1/72 scale from our friends at Kovazovody Prosteyov, or KP as I prefer to call them. It's a quirky little plane, but a really important one, as it was a private transport of General Monty Montgomery in 1944 and 1945. It was a quite remarkable piece of design, unlike the kit, which is perhaps a bit more challenging. Anyway, as usual, there will be the box opening on Tuesday, the build on Wednesday, and the combo video with bonus historical material on Thursday. And on Figure Friday, I'll be looking at general officers, the generals in a wargame situation, how to make them look better using what I like to think of as micro dioramas, if you will. So that'd be fun to come back, have a look at that on Friday. And of course, that will bring us neatly round in a circle to the next Monday Matters. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you've enjoyed it, and I hope you have, then please remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It doesn't cost anything. You do it just by clicking on that logo in the bottom right corner. Okay, I hope you enjoy the videos this week. Hope to see you next week. Take care, and I will see you next time.